agree. A lot of teams, you heard the analysts and also the host Hodges being able to mention there's some teams that are being able to be consistent, but not consistent enough to actually be towards the top, and we're going to be looking to see what they can do. Now, this playing path,
tell me if it's too loud or too low.
Actually, I'm intrigued to see Alpha 7 already deciding to drop and not wanting to go to Military Island.
Yeah, they're going out early. They would have to go to Novo, and we've had a few teams gone there earlier, so I'm not really expecting that right now. Little kind of open, but still hard to get to.
Bye, they gotta go. Bye, I'm lagging. GG's, thanks for playing the rooms.
End up going if we're gonna have some bigger contests here. We will keep.
How are you still going? Bro, because I'm built different. Because I'm built like, you know what I'm saying?
There's plenty of loot in North Jordan and South Jordan.
Yes, Drippy, you're only 23 hours late.
My eyes really rest on farm and Milta and all that jazz over there. If we're gonna be seeing something crazy going up in there, honestly. Knight's still uncontested. Pachinki
still hasn't picked the tickets up. Oh my god!
Don't think
you're gonna have to end up just going, just showing up,
if we do end up
staying at the door.
Changes, I think it's probably gonna end up coming down to it tomorrow. If maybe a team that's just not gonna be able to make it to the top 3, a team that's just looking to create some type of highlight reels for their Twitter, as we do see this circle popping up, and oh my goodness, I'm telling you, if you are
300 at the door. Wait, 300 at the door, and how much is it if it's not at the door, if you have the ticket?
Went to military base, and the circle was up north. Today they go to the George Pole drop, and now the circle is back to the south in military base. So we are seeing a fight here. We're close to seeing a fight between Furious Gaming and Loops Esports. Loops Esports, we actually saw these two teams fighting yesterday in prison, if I remember correctly, and it was Loops that ended up coming on top with the DBS shotgun. I wonder
150 or 175. Yeah, that's kind of a big difference, bro. That's literally like half.
Get away from there. This is a team that's definitely in need of points. Here's Gaming in 12th place, 76 points. They were able to close out the day yesterday with a 4th place finish. Only 4 eliminations. And going alongside with what the analysts were talking about there at the beginning of the segment is a lot of these teams, and I think it was Atan Esports for Sandstorm, if I'm not mistaken, he was saying that they just need to switch it up in Sandhawk only. I feel like they actually need to switch it up, not just in Sandhawk. I feel like they need to become a little bit more aggressive when they're given the chance. Sandhawk, we're only going to be playing 2 more matches. Miramar and Erangel, we're going to definitely be playing a lot, so I'm hoping for a little bit more aggressiveness out of this team. And if I see something right to Avenger on the horizon, I got a chance to see Execute, and I got a chance to see Sixless coming in for his team. Yeah, I think I saw that right. So that's going to be just relieving some pressure from Fate, and Fate should be able to hopefully frag out. This is a switch we actually saw in PMPL North America during the finals, and it worked well for that team. I'm really hoping he ends up working here for them on day number 3.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, here in this situation, we're going to be seeing a lot of teams maybe going a little bit more aggressive, as you said today here. The question is, can anyone really catch Alpha 7 now that they put a little bit of distance between themselves and the kind of top pack? 153. There's big lead there down to 118, 116 and so forth. But still, they have qualified, so it just means that top 4 will now be able to go to PMGC as it's looking right now.
Yeah, and I think another story is going to be, is Brazil going to continue to dominate? I mean, we are going to be seeing a fight here. Nova, oh man, Nova, a team that definitely needs the points, currently getting themselves into a pickle there. Kindness is going to go down. Rice is going to be passing by. Extreme Slayers is going to be passing by as well. You heard Hodgix being able to talk about this team being, in a way, the hope for North America. Extreme Slayers, a team that was able to be very consistent in regards to placement points, but when it came down to eliminations, they just really weren't able to do anything. And that team right now is sitting in 9th place, as we're able to see earlier during the overall leaderboard. And I think they only have 26.
I'm gonna send it right now, Greg.
When everybody else above them
oh my god, I'm gonna jump scare right now.
So you can see the big discrepancy there between eliminations for Stream Slayers. I think today they might be able to work on that, and Rafinha's just gonna fully send it. He's like, yep, nope, I'm not gonna go through that bridge. I just saw what happened to Kindness.
Don't fucking screenshot this.
As you said here with Extremes, there's definitely kind of there in the mid pack, but if they had those elimination points there, they're definitely gone. So Kindness flushed here by Goops. He's going to be able to confirm that. Now Silence.
Six was playing today? Let's go.
In this case,
they're going to do good.
Try to survive this.
I'm manifesting it.
I was looking at some of the stats.
Yeah, I think I'm going to stream it all. That's pretty
from some
quick.
of the players of Knights, and it's crazy to me that
No,
Knights
but you
is
can't
really not
screenshot.
performing that well in regards to the leaderboard and their position where they currently are at.
If you
Just in
do, I'm
sixth
never
place, I
sending
think
you
we're
anything
expecting
ever
them to be in
again.
third. And you know what? I'll hold on to that because Rise is going to end up losing a player here to Jaguar. Being able to pop him off with the nade there too, trying to throw the Molotov to keep him contained. They were able to secure that there, and this is going to be great considering that this circle more than likely is going to end up here on military. I don't know if he'll end up on military base, but it's definitely going to end up being here
Screenshot
on this
what?
military island. But going back to what I
My
was saying
ass.
with Knights is Coops
Send her
has
booty
been able to
pics.
keep on performing. I mean, he's currently in contention.
I'm just kidding. I sent her what
for
I look
that
like right now, like what my
MVP
face looks like right
title and
now.
that extra $1,000. But if I actually went down a little bit more, let me see. 11th place for the MVP, okay? Spec is up there with everybody else. So I wonder what's not clicking for them. Maybe they're just getting caught on their rotations. Maybe they're not taking certain things
That's
serious.
funny, Iris.
Because this is a team that definitely has the players, definitely has the skills. I mean, they have showcased it over and over again. But that sixth place, I mean, it's better than what it was before. It's not where a lot of people expect them to be.
No, especially not considering that they're tied second place in the eliminations, right? With Ingo, that's currently in second place. It's just the lack of currently the damage and the wins that are really holding them back a little bit there. Extreme Slayers, though, here, they are inside military. They're trying to get some information over towards Jaguar. They did hear the shots maybe earlier. Jaguar, they're going to be continuing their loot right now on this. Wrangle stats here for Jaguar. Average vowels in 20.29. It's pretty
Wait,
good,
that part
actually.
is tonight?
GZ got
I thought you said it was
jumped out of the car,
like the
or
27th or
dropped somewhere
something.
high. He definitely get knocked from falling there.
that booze
See if
and
he's
boo
able to be
thingy.
picked up a little bit later.
Yeah,
Damn.
I'm hoping he's going to be able to get picked up. I got a chance to look at the map stream real quick, and
Deadass, I
nobody's
would,
near
Queen.
him.
I really
Hopefully
fucking
they are going
would.
to be able to swim towards him or do something and try to pick him up. You can see Knights here. We're just talking about them. Coops being one of those players in contention for that MVP. I'm going to continue to expect to see great
No, Iris, because
performances
I'd
out
have
of
to
him,
kill
and I
you
mean, he
too,
already-
because I'd be
he already
too
has
embarrassed.
one elimination to his name.
I wouldn't be
And
able to
he's
live with
leading
the
everybody else
embarrassment
in regards
of
to
knowing that
damage
you saw that
by
picture.
almost 500
So I would
damage.
just
So
have
Coops
to.
definitely
I just have to take you out too.
putting up great performances. And if I know anything, if we know anything about this,
Oh,
man,
I
is that he
didn't know that
definitely
was
wants
tonight,
that
Iris. It's
MVP
crazy.
title. Team Queso now making the push. They actually ended up going all the way up to Severny on their landing spot. So this is gonna. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be a little bit scared. They're gonna be scared that some team might be trying to
Still
do to
look like-
them what they
bro.
ended up doing yesterday.
Still
to
look like a
Alpha 7
baddie. You just told
when
me
they
I need to
decided
sleep for
bridge
2
camp, and that's
weeks.
exactly
Talking
what's
about I
going on.
still
They're
look
gonna
like a
back off
baddie. You
little
know
bit.
damn well
They're gonna
I
maybe
look
think
like I'm
somebody's figuring
fucking
Nova is gonna
life
end up with
deprived
another
right
player.
now.
It's gonna be Koi. Oh, Nova just not having the greatest of starts here. You're gonna be seeing Yi trying to put out some support fire, see if he can maybe do anything here to Furious Gaming. He's not gonna be able to connect with anything in Nova. Man, not the way you would want to start, losing 2 players early on, and on top of that, you're gonna have to figure out how to hold off all these other teams that are gonna be crashing
What's up,
very close
Sicey?
to you.
All right.
Your eyes
Nova
looked empty,
starting off
bruh.
kinda
Like
rough here
it's
again.
they're just glazed.
hoping
They're
to
like
see from
glazed
them after
over.
the
Like I
mediocre
can't even
performance
focus
again
them
yesterday.
anymore. I
And here
can't
we
focus
have
my
our top
eyes.
eliminations and
Everything's
top
kind of like
players
blurry.
now.
Like I have
Coops
to
and
really
Cadillo
focus on
right there
chat
in
to
there,
see what you guys are
very
saying.
close to each other.
Just
Right
way too
now,
much screen time, bro.
2
Way too
eliminations
much.
per game here for Revo. Closely followed by
Dude,
Coops, of
I'm
course, and
sold.
Coops. 500 damage ahead of Federal.
Bro,
Super impressive performance so
ain't
far for
no
Coops.
way.
Yeah, that's something I was alluding there. It's just the performance he's able to put up over and over again has been super impressive. Toiko, one of the players that
You
has
might not
really
say
stand
it,
out
but you
for
guys
me
will think
in
it.
regards when we talk about Loop Esports showcasing what he's able to do at long range. And as we're looking at the map here, Alpha 7 is going to try to figure out how they're going to be crossing this bridge, because they're going to have to worry about Vivo Key, they're going to have to worry about Team Queso, and when they do end up crossing that bridge,
No, it's
guess who's
okay,
gonna be looking at
Iris.
that
You
bridge?
can
It is
go
gonna be
have
none
fun.
other
It's
than
all good.
Knights. So super
I need
tough
to
if they
rest
do
anyways.
end
I'm
up
gonna end stream and pass
deciding
the
to
fuck
go
out.
towards that west bridge, maybe try to flank it around, go towards the east, and see if they get luckier. But if they're gonna have to make a move, I'm pretty sure it's gonna have to be sooner rather than later, with how these circles usually tend to work. We saw a lot of teams yesterday, I think it was too.
Bro, I
think it was
deadass look
Knights
like
and
that
Nova
dog
getting into a fight.
emote that Iris
Nova
just put in the
ended up doing some
chat.
damage to Knights, but ultimately,
The dead dog
Nova
stare.
just got surprised
That's
when they were doing
exactly
a
what I look like
rotation,
right
and
now.
the boat ended up exploding.
Like, you
and
guys
Nova
want a
just ended
picture
up
of me
losing
right
a lot
now?
of
Just
players.
look at
So a lot
that.
of teams are gonna
That's
be
me.
aware of that too, and trying not to duplicate
No,
that
no.
So Marigold stats
It's
there for
100% okay.
Like
actually,
survival time, 22 minutes in the average damage.
You're putting
dealt.
words in my mouth.
A lot. Okay, that is a ridiculous
No, this one.
of damage right there, considering that this map is the one that we are going to be playing the most every single day and throughout this tournament. It's good for them to be able to put up those kind of stats for Alpha 7.
Exactly. Obviously, some of the new areas here on the southern side of the main island of Erangel, not looted. And they're able to just take a little bit here and there. Vivo Keat currently in 4th place. Top 4 dominated by Brazilian teams. Kind of
and this one.
Well, not surprising, but kind of impressive that they're able to do this again and again.
Yes, and I want to see what the vibes are like over there.
From them, they're actually going to be doing a boat rotation. Once again, a boatation all the way from the east. It didn't work out too well for them yesterday. Hopefully it works out a little bit better. We do have that new circle. I do see Just for Fun on the southeast of that military island. Tawny Esports, we heard some of them, the analysts saying that sometimes the players take a little bit too long to get into the zone. Well, guess what? They might have heard you because now they're definitely getting
let me
into
pay attention to
zone,
PMPL.
trying to get there early. And from what I'm seeing here, a lot of these teams are actually going to decide to risk it.
But it's true,
Queen. 7 loops. And if I'm not mistaken, that's going to be Influence Chairman too. Staying on the main island, waiting to see what the circle's going to be doing, and then deciding to see if they want to fully send it towards military base. You see Jaguars keeping an eye on Knights. They know they don't want to get into that fight just yet.
Oh, they're waiting a little bit passively. More information is coming soon with the next circle here. Jason, unfortunately, has lost his life. Alpha 7 looking to gatekeep execute currently, as you see on the top left of the map.
Damn, Nova's already won, man.
Live final standings here, 7, and it's a good one for Alpha 7, obviously.
Yeah, Alpha 7 is going to be so happy. I'm currently looking at Infinity.
That's crazy,
be all
Queen.
the way
That's
to the right side
up.
of your screen. They're just waiting out in the ocean. They're trying to figure out where the circles go, just like those teams at the north. And wow, talk about a circle shift right there. That's going to be working wonders for Infinity if they're able to make it all the way to Novo. And now, what are some of the other Brazilian teams going to be doing? You see Execute there towards the north as well. Furious Gaming being able to connect there with the player from Jaguars. But a lot of rotation is going to be happening there from the north. And now, if you're Alpha 7, if you're Vivo Keys, if you're Loops Esports, right, what do you decide to do? Do you decide to cross this bridge? Because with how this circle is currently set up, unless something crazy happens, which, I mean, it has happened here in America. We have seen it over and over again when it comes to circles. I don't really see that final circle going up to the north.
Yeah, I don't think it's possible with the amount of water that's currently in there. I feel like it has to go south there, but yeah, for sure. A lot of water
I can tell.
7, and it's crazy. We're going to see a lot of teams kind of sending it towards some of these priority compounds that we currently see west of Novo. Ingo's there. Nesquik and the boys from Extreme Slayers is on the way there, and Infinity, as you were talking about, is going to go there. Right now on screen, Aton and Rise on this southern side, trying to get into the circle here. Aton could potentially be trying to gatekeep Rise.
I fucking hate zones like this, bro.
Member, Silence. So
make up your mind. Stop edging me about which way you're gonna go.
Reload, ready for the next one there. They see him. Oh, rotations are coming in, and now they have to chase.
Wait, why is A7's name highlighted like that?
And they're trying to make it into a good spot here.
What does that
mean? A little
mean?
bit broken, so they have to make it fast.
Yeah, the roles are definitely going to be switching between these two teams, right? Atani Esports mentioned perfectly. Oh, no. Come on, guys. Okay. I think maybe they were trying to do that on purpose because he decided to just hop out and start healing right away.
Oh, they saw trigger.
But Atan now is starting to get into a fight here with Furious Gaming as well. And this is something I was going to mention. I wasn't too sure about that fight there that Atani Esports was trying to take with Rise.
Oh, it means they're in zone.
Considering that they were outside the circle.
Damn.
You can see there.
How you know more than me about
his
this
name
shit?
is actually going to be Cinetexa. For some
PUBG
reason,
Mobile.
he just hasn't changed it in the in-game. But Cinetexa being able to get an elimination right there. And Furious Gaming with one player down. Triga being eliminated earlier. Going to be trying to figure out how to work their way here inside Novo. And meanwhile, while this is going on, all those Brazilian teams that we were mentioning earlier being on the main island. Vivo Kid is actually going to be going towards the East Bridge. Loops Esports, Influence Champion, all of them are going to be trying to fight each other. Meanwhile, Alpha 7 waited out just perfectly because they got another free rotation. they must have figured out, okay, you know what, Team Castle's definitely not going to be here right now. They decided to go for that West Bridge rotation, and it works out for them. They are going to be running in tonight, so that might be a fight that could be ensuing pretty soon.
All right. Alpha 7 Knights here.
Yo,
on
Brain,
screen.
thank you for the on fire. You're still here, Brain? What the hell?
And that is really, they're going to be a big
Are you still
one here.
driving?
If it doesn't go straight south here, it's going to be a rough one. It goes towards the bridge, still a lot of water on
Brain,
play.
why are you not playing these?
We
Like,
are
let
going
me
to be
know.
ending up in the southern island here. Alpha 7 is sending a little bit towards Knights, and they're going to having a fight soon. A bike in play as well, while Tensa's trying to move towards Carillion Mythic, who's the front line. Oh, it's coming in potentially. They saw him. Yeah, easy shots.
Might be able to get a great angle on this fight too, if I'm not mistaken. You're talking about the bike. Rio's going to be able to get some shots there on Tensa. He's going to be able to get that knock. Now Revo's going to be sending a little bit more Knights. This is turning around for them. Coops is going to get knocked down on that off angle he was trying to get, and now Alpha 7 is going to be having the advantage. Alpha 7 trying to send another statement after what we have seen out of them this past 2 days, especially yesterday, being able to get 2 chicken dinners in 1 day. Here comes the full push out of
Okay, but the real question is, why aren't you playing this room right now?
Spec's gonna be moving to the top. Not much she's really gonna be able to do right there.
Do you even still play PUBG, Brain?
Besides just hold them off when they do end up deciding to push. And these teams are gonna have to start worrying at some point here if the fight does take longer, because a lot of teams are gonna be nearby and they could always third party. We've seen it over and over again. Meanwhile, the nade coming in, being able to knock down Xenox, is only gonna be Spec, the last player standing here for Knights, and that is gonna be it. Alpha 7, just too much for Knights with those grenades. Alpha 7 showcasing why they are currently in first place.
Relegated to the lobby right there, and then, oh my god, super well played there by Mythic, the nade god out of Brazil. Now here, loops on screen, lost 2 players, taking a fight here with Vivo Key. They're gonna have to take a really rough one, because they have to
I don't have the
cross
attention span for that anymore. I feel you, bro.
On this, ooh,
what do you be doing these days,
on
Brain?
the bridge, so they're gonna have to do something about this one.
Like, what does a typical day in the life of Brain look like? I gotta give you rolls. Hold on.
Make happen here in this case. Your little boy finds Kadozin. Kadozin finished off, and Loops ending up losing so many members. I believe that's the last member of Lose there out as well in 15th place. Loops. Now Influence Gemin and Vivo Key are forced to fight on this northern side.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough fight for them too. Vivo Key is going to have to worry now about Alpha 7. You can see Diego getting knocked there from Revo. And if we know anything about Alpha 7 is they're going to try the third party. You might not be near them, but hey, they are aware that if you are in a bad spot, they will try to take advantage of it. They will try to secure some extra points for themselves and make that gap even bigger. We saw it at the beginning of the show too. Revo talking about how they really, really want to win this America's Championship. Meanwhile, over here, we're having Inco Gaming getting into a fight with Rise. Rise making a rotation super early on that we saw towards the west. Meanwhile, Atan Esports, what happened? A lot of your players just got blown up, I believe. Mufasa going to be the last player standing here for Rise Esports. We heard Imperium talking about Rise, saying how this team was underperforming for Brazil. Well, guess what? They're not going to be able to do much here as they were just eliminated, and that circle is going to be coming in, and I'm seeing some fishes in the water. That is
figure out which roles to give you.
Fate, Telly, and Sixless going to be trying to play the shark role, trying to see if they can sneak their way inside to wherever this circle is going to be going, and this is one of the most toxic circles I have seen, and I cannot wait to see which one is going to give us here as soon as it pops up. Oh, okay.
That's a pretty good one, yeah.
I'm glad it didn't go straight
down. No way, Brain thinks he's Batman, right?
Only Extreme Slayers are going to be able to have a slight slice of the compound inside there. Little boy finds McGrell and Atan Esports out in 13th Federal. So the Vivo Keep guys.
Oh, dang.
That's a good shot there from Federal. He's able to take Adrian down, also get the flush almost.
6 foot. Damn, I'm 6'2", so you're short, King.
Forced to just hide and chill a little bit in the background right now. More utility coming in, and that's some good shots here from Federal. Super impressed.
Alright, I actually really gotta go pee.
As always.
Yeah, that angle that he was able to get that shot was
nasty.
I heard it. I heard it from you, just getting excited, and I was over here trying not to scream over.
He's insane.
Nasty. Yeah, that was just a nasty shot, man. Not many people can do that. Meanwhile, Little Boy's actually going to get knocked, and I think Vivo Key has realized that this is not a fight that they're going to be wanting to take. Kayovsky, though, being able to take somebody down from far, far away with that mini 14. Infinity is going to be finding themselves in big trouble here. Infinity now going to be trying to set some smoke, see if they can push their way up. That is going to be a tough push there from Infinity Gaming. Meanwhile, a lot of these teams are going to have to worry about execute because they're going to be popping up at some point. If you can catch them whenever they're taking that breather, it might be an easy elimination point for your team. But you don't want to let them get the worst the ground, because if that team pops up, they could be trouble for some of the other teams that might be busy with different fights. Inco Gaming makes a push all the way to the bottom of the bridge. That's going to be wonderful for them. Meanwhile, Furious Gaming, you can see them get into a fight on the elimination feed. Let's see what's going to be happening here. Jaguars, Furious Gaming going back and forth. Infinity trying to see if they can somehow sneak their way into this. It's going to be tough, especially when you have Influence Chairman, especially when you have Kayoski and Federal. We saw what they were able to do early. And now Law, too, laying down the Law, being able to get those knocks. And Kayoski's like, okay, you know what? I got your back. I'm going to try to confirm those knocks for you. Infinity not looking good right now here where they're currently at.
All right, Extreme Slayers with Furious Gaming at this point. We're talking about this little slice of the compound is going to be in continuously here. So Brian trying to clear it out with some utility. Alien Kid gonna hear that, I feel like, with this movement. It's bound to be just a little bit. Milovan has some information with the Bison. Alien Kid has a good chunk of information with Brian up top. Hayuya and Nesquik. Ooh, this is a dirty nade. Oh my god. Alien Kid finds Brian. He's going to go straight for the flush here. Let's see if he can actually... He has 4 more nades. Definitely looking to get this confirmed ASAP. That's the money shot right there. Good one for Alien Kid. Hayuya is going to be pushing in with Extreme Slayers. Going to sending in. But Bison is too strong at the moment. Milovan finds Nesquik. And now it's Hayuya left with the UZ. Alien Kid with the backup. Comes in. Push. Hayuya finds him. Have HP himself though now. Can return maybe. Shots coming in from the side. Now he's gonna make the push here. Hayuya makes a clutch for Extreme Slayers. Super well executed here, 7. That's insane.
Hayuya being able to lay it down just last second possible and being able to get some shots there on Furious Gaming. What a clutch play by him. Meanwhile, while that fight was going on, mayhem, absolute mayhem is currently happening. And I think I heard somebody say Alpha 7 was going to be winning. Diabolic, you were absolutely wrong because they just ended up getting eliminated. Meanwhile, while that was happening too, Infinity currently has 1 player left. Can Lukes, please, can you make it behind this sphere? And if I'm not mistaken, that was actually Team Queso alongside with some of the other teams that were towards the bridge, helping out Team Queso in a way, and third-partying the fight that they were having with Alpha 7. Huge come up there for Team Queso.
Ooh, the angle!
Was actually calling out yesterday, saying we weren't really able to see much. Meanwhile, Inca Gaming here, you mentioned it perfectly, the angles. They were able to make this push here towards the bottom of this bridge. And can this nade possibly hit? Oh, not just a
little boy almost ran into it as well. 70 is 10 HP too. Shots coming in from Kayoski there. She's farming in the lobby right now. Nenebede with the angle though. Finds 1, finds 2 potentially here. Super well executed by him. Headshot on the second member. Law goes down. Federal gets flushed as well. And now Influence Chairman is down to just 2 players. It was looking so good for them. Team Case on the high ground and 4 alive. Could be looking pretty good for them too, with a lot of Western control in this zone.
Influence Chairman definitely getting distracted there with the grenades that were being thrown, the smoke that was laid out, and Nemete being able to sneak up and just knock those 2 players. Also, Vivo Kid trying to play some spoiler role. They were one of the teams that were swimming up. And meanwhile, Team Queso's looking real good right now. They're just watching all of this ensue. And somehow, a little fishy out there.
Lux.
Rain getting some extra placement points for Nova. They're definitely going to be needed. And Lux did end up making it in. Now, him and make sure that, he was spotted. As soon as I thought he was going to be able to survive, it didn't end up happening. Team Queso, though, looking very strong.
Team Queso right now, basically in a team fight here with Ingo. Ingo 11 points at the moment. Team Queso 8. Papi Potro looking pretty damn good right now. Ingo, guys, has to get some stims up and get full HP. A lot of reposition here for Team Queso is bound to happen here. Ayala there in the distance, I see him with a DP28. And Screamsu has repositioned too. Now we have Nova and Sixless. The Survival Masters is in there. Now shots are coming in the water here. That's really good shots there from Ninabete. They exploded it. Now they don't have any cover. And Ninabete is going to find Rin. That's Nova out in 4th. Good placement points. No eliminations though here, 7.
Yeah, no eliminations at all, but I think they were just trying to find any type of way to at least start getting some points here on the board for them. They are going to be able to do that. Meanwhile, we are going to be looking at Inco Gaming going up against Team Queso now. We ended up seeing one player from Execute. I think it was Sixless. This is why we mention him over and over again, because he's just such a veteran player. He can find those little sneaky spots where he's able to secure some extra points for his team. Inco Gaming is going to be going for the push. He's going to be able to knock down a yellow right there. He's going to be able to switch in his sights now to Pop Potro. Is he going to be able to connect? He's not going to be able to connect. Scream makes him back off. Inco Gaming needs to be careful, and look at that. Sixless being able to get into the action as well, even though he was in the water trying to get into those fights too. That's what we always talk about him here in North America. Now Inco Gaming is going to be having the advantage there. The distraction that Sixless was able to cause, and they were able to close it out with the nade. The grenades out of Inco Gaming definitely came in clutch. And ladies and gentlemen,
right, guys.
That is, if
Blame
you have been counting,
Blame Queen.
or if you haven't, let me just count them back for you, okay? That is 6 wins in a row. Counting wins from yesterday.
Shit good as fuck. Wait, what? Wait, who
That's
won?
honestly crazy there.
I fucking missed it. What the
did
hell?
not expect it to kind of end up like it did, but the spoiler that came in from Sixless there, I feel like there's so much Team Queso's
Bro,
win
you
here.
distracted me, Queen.
Unfortunately for
SFC,
Ingo,
no.
huge game for them here in 2nd place. They're trying to catch Alpha 7, and this could be the
It's
game where they
cold.
get even closer.
Turn my AC off.
Yeah, definitely the game that can get a lot closer. We'll have to wait and see what the overall is going to be looking like. I can't wait to see what the analysts have to say.
I'll tell you what I gotta say. Sixless, thank you so much, Jill. I'll send you that check right after this one because Team Kessel almost won it, and that was Sandstorm's prediction. Sandstorm, how are you feeling, brother?
I'm not mad.
He's on
I'm
that
just
snap.
very sad.
Can you give me an impression of what
Let me
you were
see.
saying right before the broadcast started?
No, I will
What?
definitely not do that. But listen,
I don't
just
have
for
you.
your reference, this is the second
Wait,
time.
do I still even
right?
have you on
This is
Snap?
the second time I make an incredible
I don't have anything
prediction,
from you.
and then one player from one team just ruins it all. Yesterday, yesterday it was Influence Chairman.
Mute stream
with
before.
Aurelio
And I was
points
gonna
on the
say, I was
board,
like, huh?
though. Come on.
All right, you don't
It's
have a point.
happened to me twice, and I still got 0 points. Come on.
Yeah, at least
that's
I
not
have
full, man.
points.
Okay, all right, take it to the
and
bank, take it to the
highlighting
bank.
it.
Let's
But I
talk
want
about this last match, guys. You know, let's look at the match ranking here. 29 points on the side of Eco Gaming. Team Gesso with 2nd place, not 1st place, 2nd place. There, Execute, Sixless. Dude, the Snake Legend himself. There's a reason why he got that title, and that's because he's able to just kind of make it done and make it happen.
Yeah, Execute in the PMPL North America kind of brought Sixless in, and he kind of highlighted how, that it wasn't just him. He came in and he helped the team in that regard. It seems to be the same case this time around. Ingo rotated early. It was great from them that they went across the bridge. They had a great position from phase 3 onwards, and they played it through.
Yeah, they really, really did. And we're looking towards the bottom of the leaderboard. Unfortunately, Rise, Aton Esports, 2 of the teams that definitely want to perform well. Aton Esports, of course, for sure.
Oh my
they were
God,
already in
Queen.
4th place. But when you're looking at the people that are contesting their
That was
PMGC
so
ticket,
random.
you got Loops, also didn't perform. Knights, they already have their own ticket, so they have a little bit of a cushion, I believe, compared to the other teams. But I still want to see how this affects the overall ranking later
I
on.
want to talk about Knights.
Okay.
Because I noted that in kind of phase 2, when it was still mainly Military Island, they had a fantastic 2-2 split. That was really valuable for them. It was on the high north high ground of Military Island. But then when phase 3 shifted heavily to the east, they still held on to a 2-2 split. And I made note of it. I said, why are they still 40 minutes into the game? They still have a 2-2 split. What happened 20 seconds later? Alpha 7 crushed in as a full squad and took them out. You can't slack like that, Knights. You should
18
know
minutes,
better.
yes.
Yeah, well, I mean, the big thing is that stuff like that works in the NA region. It doesn't work here at this level. Let's take a look at the top damage here. Influence Chairman
Canary,
actually
thanks for
ended
the
up
host.
having the most damage in this one.
Yeah, they did
Who
have a
won
good
the
position
first,
for, I think, Zone 3,
match?
Zone 4. They were catching a
Was
lot
it
of teams that
INFC?
were kind of stuck on the mainland, still not knowing whether they should take the bridge and actually rotate onto the military island or even go for a swim. time just to try and get across. So they were just shooting fish in their barrels.
Thank you, Ellie. Thank you for
And
what?
that's what I love about the addition of
For what?
the passes underneath the bridge.
Oh, yeah.
It does allow for that meta of kind of staying on the mainland later on in the game. I still don't like it myself, but at the end of the day, when you're a team that's as aggressive, as strong as Influence Chairman are, you make it work.
Hey, definitely makes that bridge play just a lot more malleable. I love to see that there. You know, two teams I think we got to take a course to look at is a good one is Team Gesso and Alpha 7 here in this last match. You know, Alpha 7 had a great position.
Oh my
but
gosh,
they just
still.
could not
You're
hold on
welcome.
for just that longer, but still, I mean, they're on top of the leaderboard for a reason.
Yeah, Queso, you could have. What could have been?
Well, we got to give a lot of credit to Team Queso. They took out Aton. They took out, I think, a couple of the Jag players. And yeah, they took down Alpha 7. They were constantly proactive in terms of how consistent they were on the movement. They rotated early across that western bridge as well. And yeah, it seems like they really know how to play that military island play.
Yeah, I mean, that zone going in that to where exactly their position was, them being on top of the hill. They should have won that match in reality. They should have won it.
Yes.
You know, Sixless coming out of the water, one of his favorite things to do is to just run out in the open and hit those shots and absolutely ruin Sandstorm's
Can
predictions.
you just repeat?
Yeah, no, it's good.
What
good,
should have
Queen.
Team Queso done?
They should have
Fire.
eliminated Sixless when he jumped out the water, or kept an eye out on the water, but that's a little bit hard to do.
They've
when
won
you...
the game.
They should have won the game. They should have. But let's take a look here at the map weather. As you can see, this is the first circle that we had. We had a military island zone, and then this thing ping-ponged right on over to that bridge. Made that rotation real tough.
Yeah, and this isn't the first time this has happened.
No.
Is it, like, am I wrong, or has the first Erangel of every day been something like this?
Almost.
Yeah. Like day 1, day 2, day 3. I'm not saying like a full
Oh,
military
PK's moved
island
out.
circle, but
Oh, that was match
it's at
ranking,
least
right?
starting off there. So I feel like the teams are suffering from the very beginning of the day, and there's just so much pressure that they're feeling at the start of the day here.
But then again, that should also mean that
Damn, they got
we
4.
would love to see a little bit more adaptation. I
1
was happy
point
with some of the
there.
early
Brazil
botations
is
that we
truly-
saw. I know
Yo,
Aton
XQ
went
got
down
third,
to
though.
Team Queso, but they botated early.
Wait,
just
0
for fun,
point? I
a
don't get
little
it.
bit
I
later,
don't.
but
I
they still
don't get
made
it. I don't
work.
understand.
However, it's one thing kind of setting yourself up with a decent botate, but you've got to kind of move with the shifts
What, Queen?
and be aware of what's most likely around you.
Yeah,
Taco
the hard
spot?
part is,
Ooh,
though,
that
you know,
sounds
when you have a
good.
position like that, you got to be able to finish. And you know what? I want you guys to finish this question that's in your chat right now. What is the durability of the level 3 helmet? A lot of you guys rock that one, but how much durability
220,
does
right?
it have?
220? Is it 220?
I don't know.
Those stats.
I
And
think
there's
it's
something else
220. That
that you
seems right
must
to
know,
me.
as I can hear. What's that? What's
Yowie.
that? That's
Holy
right,
moly.
Monster Energy, our official energy
Holy
drink
moly.
partner here for the PMPL. They're unleashing the beast. I hope you
Let me
guys
see here
watching
and
are
snap.
as well. Man,
I don't
it's
know.
So crazy
I don't know
that,
what you're
you know,
gonna
the teams
say,
that we
so.
highlighted, you know, put in our hot
Yeah,
seat.
those tacos
2 of them
and
went
stuff.
down early. Yeah. How's that? How's
You
that
live in
make you feel?
Chicago, Dill? I didn't know that. I think I did know that, actually.
Sad,
I like-
a little bit. Look,
Holy
they
moly.
will be feeling worse, right? They will be feeling even more disappointed because it's one less game that they have to pick things
No,
up.
Xeno.
But they've got to scrub it off, right? That
Let's see
could
what
be the
this
power of an IGL. That could be the power of team communication. Just wipe it off and come into the next game.
Well, let me ask you this, right? When it comes to predicting, you know, and you guys predicted this is your teams in your hot seat, the fact that they did
Why
worse,
the
does that
fuck
make
would
you
you send me
right?
that? Don't ever
or
send me
wrong?
that
See,
shit.
it just makes me feel pain. Because the team that I chose at the start was Aton, and then the team I predicted to win was TQ. So then Queso eliminated Aton. They almost got the win, and then Sixless happened.
Oh my
Double
god.
L. Yeah, it's just,
I don't get the brain cells for this
this
conversation right
You know
now,
what's in
Queen.
this,
I'm
though?
sorry.
Extreme Slayers did put some consistent
Holy
points
moly.
on the board.
Yeah.
Even though they went out, they still got 7 points.
They were only 3 players, by the way.
Aton had much better fundamentals of how they rotated into Military Island. Rise, even though they technically survived that rotation from the west, it seemed very higgledy-piggledy.
Higgledy?
I'm sorry, what now?
Higgledy.
Well, that's a first right there. Guys, what do you think about that? Let's go ahead and take it on over to our casters for some Miramar action here in game number 2.
You're fucking crazy, Queen. Absolutely not. Like, you concern me sometimes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the first time I've ever heard that, and yeah.
Dill says, "Holy moly, donut
and
shop."
To what Hotchix was saying in regards to Stream Slayers, they did end up getting points, and those points
Holy
ended
moly,
up coming
donut
from
shop.
eliminations, which we've been going with them saying, hey, if you're gonna be getting some points, we need to see those eliminations. But now, Stream Slayers, please don't start slocking off on the also, you know, the other points that matter, the placement points too.
Yeah, you know, and in a balance of where the most points come from, it's kind of balanced. Most teams, they do get a lot of eliminations often, but still, if you're looking at the total points available, it's very, very balanced around the 50-50 point mark there. So in a total, like in a game where the total points available, it's 50-50. If you're fragging out and you don't get that many placement points, obviously you're gonna get a lot from that. But in the long run, statistically, it should be very, very balanced, and for the top teams, it should be super, super balanced because they've obviously been able to both take the wins and take all the eliminations home as well here. But the big question is for me, obviously, is where do we really see the team stacking up, you know, really, really high? Once we had the day started, it was 76 placement points for Alpha 7 and 77 elimination points. Like, it's so close at the very top.
Wait, is this the last day?
Balances out a little bit later. 54-54 for Vivo Kid as well. So, again, 50-50 should be the case, but some teams are just super focused on either the eliminations or the placements. And that's where, you know, maybe you should shift your focus. If you're really successful in one, maybe you should start focusing on the other two while you're still trying to kind of succeed with all of them.
100%. I agree with that, and I think, I mean, some of the teams that have been able to do
still holding it down.
Has to be Inco Gaming. I think they're currently 77 placement points, 70 elimination points for them. Like, if you want a nice placement to elimination point ratio, that's a great team to look at. But then you were mentioning too, right? Alpha 7, 77 placement points, and then 81 elimination points. And we're able to see there, Revo having 25 eliminations out of those 81s. He might have seen what Cooks was starting to do. I think it's time for me.
Okay, you know what? I'm in mid. I'm in mid, Queen.
We also want to win this America's Championship, but we want somebody from our team to get that MVP as well. Meanwhile, we're going to be looking at the playing path here. We have seen Knights being able to drop Picado. Nobody's been able to touch him. I think that's going to continue it, and wow.
You trolling me right now, Seven. This is insane. The circles we've had today so far, or this weekend so far, has been crazy. This one is the wildest circle I've seen. There's no teams that are, you know, inside.
I'm realizing this week is the most I've streamed, like
the vast majority is on the northeast, and this
is short amount of time, like in my life. Like, I have never gone this hard before in my fucking life, dude.
Southwestern side. So that's really where I'm hoping to see the teams kind of rotate it and prioritize that a little bit. No,
I didn't think I could do it, but I did it, guys. Fucking did it.
And just
in 9 minutes, I fucking did it.
Having fun in Cruz de Val. The question is, who's going to come out on top here?
Yeah, Alpha 7 continuing on that bad streak of just not getting any of the first circles. I mentioned it earlier, I'll mention it again. Just go the complete opposite of where Alpha 7 is going, okay? That's what the circle is going to end up being. Just for fun, is going to be keeping an eye here on Alpha 7. Revo, though, being able to get a knock, showcasing why he is currently in contention for that MVP. And you best believe, as soon as Alpha 7 got this knock right here, they're going to be trying to figure out, okay, can we actually push this? Can we maybe confirm that one knock
Brain, you don't know elimination
points? So
how
just
can
for
you love
fun,
Ellie
they
if you
better
don't
be
know
watching out,
Ellie?
and they're going to be fully aware of that. With what you were saying earlier, while we wait for this fight to continue on here, with the way that the circle's currently set up, I think if for some reason Nova Esports can just rotate to Valle del Mar, they're going to be very, very familiar with that Valle del Mar area, and they might be able to actually end up getting some great points here for themselves. Just I hope they don't end up rotating too late.
Y'all make a charger box to say I love Ellie? What is going on, guys?
You can see Rebel right there trying to figure out.
You know I'm sensitive right now. You guys can't be nice to me. Like, be overly nice and I'll start crying.
He already knows, yes, he has been picked up. Is this fight worth it? Is this fight gonna...
I've been following 600... Wait, let me see.
They're just currently so far out
577
you mentioned it too.
And 26 whole chats
when they first popped up. I would hope that they just kind of decide to back off. But if you're Alpha 7
I'm trying to untangle
and you have the amount of points that you currently have, the nice lead.
Well, I know how this happened, sitting in a fucking gaming chair for 24 hours.
They might as well just entertain this fight, right?
Exactly, and that's really the question is, how are we gonna see these early fights evolve where it's fight for just points? At this point,
like, actually,
Alpha 7 is not fighting for territory; they're fighting for respect and honor.
Like, if I didn't have you in my life, what would I tell all my deepest, darkest
they have
secrets
gotten
to?
plenty of respect so far from everybody else, sitting pretty comfortable in that leaderboard currently. And obviously with that Ingo game, it means that they're going to be even closer to that top 2 or to that first place in the top 2 right now. 11 points behind Alpha 7 is obviously a huge one here for them. And
that's motivation, Queen. I'm going to keep going. So you keep going.
Insane.
Okay?
Huge achievement for them after
Tell me
winning
your secrets.
PMPL Brazil.
You're not ready for my secrets, Brian.
Yeah, definitely huge achievement for them doing that. And I mean, I'm currently looking at some stats here while we're waiting for this fight to start. You mentioned yesterday how the top team with Team Queso, if they were to continue with that performance, right, they were going to be averaging about 68 points per day. Alpha 7 was able to step that up in a big, big way yesterday. Now they're currently averaging about 76.5 points per game.
On?
So the more Alpha 7 continues to perform like this, I feel like
my secrets are
the closer we're going to be seeing that middle of the pack.
And that vault,
and the closer is going to come down
is named
to tomorrow,
Queen.
actually, to the finale, the final day of this championships for Americas, of who is going to be making it to that PMGC. Who's going to be taking those 3 spots? Because
are you getting ready,
Alpha 7's already qualified, so if they do end up in first place,
dude, I cannot untangle this knot in my hair.
Place and so on and so forth, depending on who else ends up making it there. Inco Gaming currently trying to
How are you feeling?
work their way
I'm feeling
towards their circle.
I'm feeling pretty fine, to be honest.
Is going to be near him, and if they're going to be having to take a fight.
I like that, like, I can just sit here and watch this with you guys and not have to worry about, like,
I'm actually really surprised they're still in San Martin. They didn't decide to rotate earlier to Valle del Mar. But one of the teams that is doing that is Inco Gaming.
Exactly, Team Queso on screen. With a little bit of more loot here. They're chilling a little bit in Monte before they continue to go out here. This circle we were talking about, pretty good entry for them, but they need to get going here before all the priority spots are taken away. As you see in the top here, Alpha 7, 158, Ingo, 147, and Influence Gemin, 21 points behind right now. The top is stacking up quite nicely. And Ingo, they are rubbing their hands together at this point here, hoping to be able to secure that spot for PMGZ. Nova trying to rotate in here on the northern side of this current circle, close to power grid. They're going to be going straight down that southern side and potentially be rolling into either Vivo Keyed or Team Queso, depending on what they do. Meanwhile, they do some back and front flipping with the cars. And that's, you know, a few points on our slides and leaderboards for style, but not on the leaderboard just yet here. Currently sitting in a really, really rough spot on 47 total points. 1 point behind Just for Fun. That has a win.
Yeah, it's just crazy, okay? These numbers are just absolutely nutty. If we go to second place, right? Second place has 100 more points than Nova does. We talked about it yesterday at the Orsino today. Is this it for Nova? They weren't really able to perform. I mean, at this point, I think Nova's just gonna try to have to do something, switch things up, try to save some face at least.
Look at Snap.
What you guys
I'm gonna send you
second place.
Look at my hair in
American, as I'm saying that they end up getting one of their teammates just knocked with that rotation. I feel like this is just continues on with the storyline of what's been going wrong.
Never mind.
For
In the
Nova.
picture, it
Every
doesn't look as
time
bad
they
as
try
it
to
is,
do
but it's
rotation,
pretty
they
bad.
can't set themselves up right. Whatever map it might be, especially Sandhawk, these rotations are just not working for them. They're gonna end up getting just trapped, and in a way, easy points for some teams. And ooh, I also saw on the horizon there on the elimination feed, just for fun, actually taking down Revo.
Oh,
and Mafioso execute getting into that action, and I think Nova might be able to
think so too,
their
yeah.
teammate here, might be able to at least reset a tiny bit.
Really hope that for them here. They need to have a banger of a day to be able to get that in there. Just for fun, Alpha 7. And a weird fight here in Crystal Valsa is kind of evolving a little bit. Jason
Knowing
takes on
somebody
Mythic
from
with a
A7 just
vehicle.
got fucking. Oh
That's
my
funny.
god.
Cardoso, meanwhile, finds
Tell you
Jaguar
just
with a
fucking-
nice headshot there, one of the
what?
Jaguar players. And now the circle is closing in from Shimming on the northeastern side. And as you see, very spread out nicely around the center of the circle and a little bit on that northwestern side. Ingo inside Val del Mar, though, going for another strategy. Maybe they're hoping to see a Minas del Sur ending. That would be in Wild or Los Higos even. Let's see where the circle goes. Oh, okay. So where the massive church of the teams already are here towards Chumacera area. And I really love this high ground, kind of rich, heavy area we see on this southern side there that has a little bit of darker tint on the map. I hope we see an ending down there. It's kind of a refreshing area to have an ending potentially.
Yeah, we really haven't seen anything close there unless it ends up going towards Los Leones. We are going to be getting a fight here between Jaguar and Loops Esports. Loops Esports does have Toiko currently knocked. Can they hold off Jaguars? Those shotguns are going to be coming in handy. Jaguars getting those grenades ready as well. Seeing if he can maybe catch. CG got it. He is going to be able to catch him. Here we go. He's going to be prepping up another Dream Sea. Can he secure this?
Oh my God.
Here comes the Nate. He's going to be able to spot him. Oh, a little bit over. He is going to be know exactly where he's at. He's going to be landing those shotguns. Oh, the shotgun shots actually hit. And he's going to be able to secure those 2 elimination points for his team. Meanwhile, the last player there for Loops Esports is going to be running as fast as possible. Jaguar definitely going to be happy about securing those extra elimination points against them.
Unfortunate for Cadosin, looks like he's going straight towards one of the Rise members in this compound here. Mufasa is chilling. He's not going to be stopping though. Fortunately for him though. He'll be continuing to go away from this. Shots coming in on the backside of him.
Preying on Brazil's downfall.
Yeah,
Let's
crazy
go.
to see the Saiga and a little bit of action there for Jaguar. Good shots coming in the case for Drumsiski, where it's just
As
like
a
a push
fellow
over the bridge.
Brazilian,
It's usually kind of
I
rough,
wanna
but
see
he actually
them
managed to do that
fail.
with a nade and then follow up.
just getting this
Mufasa
fucked
some
up.
shots towards Jaguar too. Now all the teams are kind of scrambling a little bit to get some better compounds, a little bit more priority towards inside of the circle here. Fierce Gaming on a high ground down towards Cadosin, spots him and spots the smoke. The question is, are they going to try to go
Yo, what's
for
up,
it? I don't
H?
think
Welcome
so.
back. Did you fall asleep, H? You take a nap?
I don't think so either.
What's up,
Cardozo just
Jazzo?
getting super unlucky. No matter where he goes, he's just going to be running
HEPOO
into
says
players that he's so talked about.
www 24
Oh,
hour
shit.
stream.
Circle with just a
Oh
little bit of
shit,
those
yo,
late
H, did you
rotations.
set a
And
fucking
right
alarm for
now,
it?
he is gonna absolutely regret
Let's
this
go. We
push
got
as
to
he's gonna be just
24
walking in
officially.
and giving pretty much a
Let's
free
fucking
elimination
go.
point there to Furious Gaming. Furious Gaming is gonna be really, really happy about that. Now we got Jaguars. We saw what they were able to do
No.
earlier against Loops Esports.
don't,
Are
Queen.
they gonna
Please
be trying
don't.
to do it here
I
against
can't do that.
Influence
I can't
Jam
handle
and
that right now.
Influence Jam? And I think they realized somebody might have been there. It might have been too quiet.
Jindo.
Maybe they saw the loot boxes there.
Jindo.
Patriots from Loops Esports, they're actually going to be coming
Jindo,
back. They
Jindo.
might
Guys,
be
everyone click
wanting
the
to take this
capsule. Click
fight,
the
which, I
capsule,
mean,
guys.
I would be
Click it.
absolutely
Get
for
your
it. I'm not gonna
elixir.
say
Get
no.
your free
Please,
elixir.
Go for it.
Let's get some of these.
They decide to back off though.
Yeah, let's get some of these
Yo,
different- I
no
always love to
OC's
see
popped
them
up and
once
lurking, right? Sees
teams starting to
nobody's
decide
looking for.
to
I
see if
promise
it's
my
worth it.
my stream is safe as
Yovsky tried to
fuck.
go
See-
scout, didn't
Jindo,
see anything.
holy
He's not gonna commit
fuck,
further to it.
Jindo.
Jaguar's gonna stick onto
10?
this high ground on that northeastern side. Let's see where this circle
Oh my
goes. Carolio
fucking
coming in
god,
on the
bro.
northwestern
Let's
side.
fucking
Red one
go.
missing.
Iriatis
Iris,
224 hour
Canary
streams
Queen,
proud dad moment
Marvel
right now.
sees H
Tied for
still,
second with
Jindo.
Mythic
Oh my
on
god,
both
Jerky,
eliminations.
focus.
Federal
Everyone
jumped
gets elixir. And you guys be
Coops
giving
and
it right
Iris
back.
damage now. That is crazy. What a game he had last game.
Thank you
then.
for the Leon Lime and the
that's a
roses. Oh
really
my god, you guys
hot
are
southeastern
fuck.
shift
You
there.
guys are
That is
actually
gonna
gonna
be
make me cry right
crazy.
now.
With all the teams coming in
stop.
from the western side, look at how
In a
open
way.
the middle and the east and south is. It is crazy open.
Thank you
just
so
for the
fucking
taking.
much, Jindo. Holy
You can currently
shit.
see there towards the southwest. A lot of those teams are going to be driving into each
I
other. There's gonna
honestly,
be some
like,
mayhem
I wouldn't
happening
have
there.
been
Team
able to make
Testo,
it to
I'm also
24
seeing
hours
Eco Gaming,
without
Furious
you
Gaming. On
guys.
top of that, Vivo
Like,
Kid is going to be able to follow
you
up
guys make
once they
it
do
fun.
end
You
up
guys make it worth
rotating.
it. Like, I appreciate the
Extreme
fuck out of you
Slayers, know what?
guys.
Everybody just making that rotation from the west. Meanwhile, you see Nance just waiting it out there. Know a lot of madness is going to be happening there, and I know that Desk is going to be happy because Atan Esports and Rise are going to be being blessed by that circle, being two of the only first teams there.
Oh my
in that
god.
circle. You can see Furious Gaming trying to hit some shots here on Inco Gaming.
Spend it
They're
on
not
something
gonna
nice,
be able
Jindo.
to.
Iriatis Iris
nice.
Days, we appreciate you.
Over that ledge. Oh, nice shots there for
Jindo,
Nan.
thank you so fucking
Great,
much.
great shots with what he was able to work with Influence Gem
You
and
didn't have
Federal.
to do that, Jindo.
We're talking
That's a
about
lot
him
of
earlier
fucking
now.
licks.
This fight is actually going to continue on. They were willing to say, I think, to the fight here between Jaguars and themselves. They're going to be going forward. They're currently up to
No,
players.
Queen,
and guess
please
what? Now
don't.
they're gonna be
Please,
having
please, I'm
Jaguar
begging
just
you.
running backwards,
Can you send it
being in
privately so I can
defense,
read it later and
Influence
cry
Gem
it
is
in
gonna be looking
private,
to get this
please?
extra points. They are currently getting third party.
Like,
by
I'm
somebody
actually
else.
begging you.
I can't see who it is. There you go. Atan Esports. Wanting to get into the action.
I don't
think this is
like
what we
doing
want to see out of Atan.
Oh,
Careful though, because it is Influence Jamie Kayovsky being able to get the off angle right there. on Choco being able to knock
But, like,
him down too.
on some real shit,
So
guys.
many third parties happening with the crazy rotations that we were seeing earlier.
I don't know,
Yeah, this
man.
fight for
Like,
the North here is
streaming,
super crucial for these teams.
streaming has
They're all
changed
going
my
for the flash.
life,
He actually
and
gets
like you
taken down
guys,
by Nitsu, I
you
believe.
guys make it fun. You guys
Ninja
make
as
it
well
worth it. Like
finds him.
all of you
Now
guys.
Nitsu is going to try to go for the
just
confirm
love
on
you
that one.
guys.
Fortunate there for Influence Gem and losing Federal. So Ninja is going to be moving in
Thank you
earlier
so
here.
fucking much,
And now
Jindo,
Law and the boys are left
for
with
all
just
the
being 3
gifted
alive.
subs, for all
Down
the
to 15
cast,
teams,
for everything you do for
having
me.
lost loops earlier. Looks like we're going to be losing a few more just in a second here once we see these teams trying to get into the circle.
They are going to be getting into the circle. Infinity, I'm seeing them coming from the north. You can see Jaguar, one of the only two
Yeah,
players.
no
I think they want to get a
problem,
little
H,
bit
for
closer here
sure.
to
Like,
influence Jemmy since they
definitely
saw maybe
go
one
get
of the
some
players
rest.
actually go down. They might see an
And
opportunity
thank you
here to
so
get
much
back
for
into
staying
the
up with
action,
me.
avenge their fallen brothers earlier in the fight that they had.
You helped me push
And I
through it,
think
homie.
Dreamsy might just be able to do that. I don't think Influence Champion is aware that the Jaguars player is this up close to them. They're so distracted by Aton Esports. Meanwhile, on that elimination feed, you see Knights being able to take out some of the Just for
You
Fun
popping
players.
bottles, bro.
Take him out as I think they're almost eliminated. That
I
fight that they
haven't
had
eaten,
earlier
bro.
with
I
Alpha
can't be
7,
doing
they ended
that.
up knocking some of their players. They ended up getting
Such,
some of
oh
this
my god, I did say that, didn't I?
Got some of their players as well.
I
Here we go,
did
Influence
fucking say
Champion.
that.
Little boy. Jaguar is gonna be able to spot Kayovsky. Kayovsky making him
How
back
about
off,
this,
saying,
guys?
No, you ain't got
Because
that
I don't want to feel like shit tonight. When I do my face cam stream, Monday or Tuesday,
Jaguar players
I'm
in a
gonna take shots for you
tough
guys
spot. He's gonna be going down, and
on
I think it's
camera.
gonna be coming down
If
now
I take
just
shots
to
right now,
one
y'all not gonna see me. It's not
Jaguar
gonna hit the same.
player across
I'm gonna
the
do it
street.
on
If I'm
camera.
him, just hold off. Just try to get any other points that you can. Now we're looking at Execute. Sixless is currently down. Fate is currently down. It's going to be Ab to Telly and
Save
Jason
pictures.
going up against Yellow from Vivo Keith. And one of the players there getting an off angle. for
Victory
Vivo Keith.
pancakes. Like, no, guys, you guys don't understand. Like, this is the most I have
taking
ever
low,
grinded. Like,
leading
I've
low.
never grinded this
Now,
hard.
can they get this fight?
Like, this
handled,
was a
execute?
lot of fucking streaming
Trying
for
to
me.
move around this corner here, Vivo.
Like, this
Keith and
was
Shiloh.
insane. I
Adrian
didn't
got
think I could
knocked
fucking
now
do
at this
it.
point, so Shiloh is left
But
alone
I
for
did
this
it
fight
because
here.
you guys are the
Jason
fucking
spotted.
best.
Shots coming out. Good shots. Knock as well from him. He's going to try to go for the confirm there for that case. He has an
Alright,
idea that
H, yeah,
Telly's
get
gonna
some
be
rest,
over in that
homie.
smoke.
I hope you feel better. I
Gonna
hope
go
your
for the
headache
nade.
goes away.
That's going to be a banger.
And thank you again. I appreciate you
Doesn't
more than you
connect.
know. Like, for real.
Telly, first aids.
If
See if
like
he can
like
get
if
this
you
nade
weren't
Yeah, I
in
think he
stream
had
with
one
me
more.
during a few of those hours, I
Now
might
he's
have
gonna be
actually
moving out here towards
called it a night.
Cielo.
So
Cielo hears this.
I highly
Still moving
appreciate you.
silently. Cielo with a push UMP. He finds him as well.
Zeno, thank you
and
so much
finds
for
two
the
of Execute
freaking
members
5
down in
hypes. Let's
14,
go
then
on
he
the
goes down to the
Bravo.
play zone himself.
Thank you, Zeno. Thank
Valiant
you.
effort though for Vivo Keith to get 4 eliminations.
Zeno. Justine with the
100%.
3Ds
Any
watch
points that they
time.
can collect
I
there,
love
they're
Justine,
definitely going to be
bro.
happy about. And for Execute too, they were able to at least collect 3 points for their name to Nova. This is what I've been wanting to see out of Nova. Now they're starting to get into territory that they're usually familiar with, at least when they do end up playing in PMPL North America. They do have all the 4 players alive. I'm loving what I'm seeing here. Hopefully they're going to be able to convert this into somehow now.
Not even paying attention to this
Team Kesso getting
PMPL
super
shit.
unlucky
Who
there.
cares
Their
about
card getting
Pimple,
blown out.
bro?
Kindness is going to be getting knocked. Ayala going to be able to secure
It's just Nova
that
getting
elimination
knocked
right
and
there
getting
for his
hoed
team
over and over
after
again every
2
time I
of
look at
his
the fucking
teammates
screen, bro.
got knocked down.
They're gonna go for the first match.
Well, I don't think they're gonna have enough time to.
Maybe not the zone, yeah.
Sacrifice it. Yeah, I think they're sacrificing them. They're running away from it.
Oh,
Wow,
Nova.
Nova this is what I'm saying. Nova just keeps getting caught on this rotations. They end up going straight up to where Stream Slayers are at. And then on top of that, you have a player, Valik, from Just for Fun, raining down some shots here on the last player from Nova. And Nova, what it looked like, it could possibly be a good game. It comes down to just their rotations. They just keep getting caught one way or another. They're not being able to get to the places they want to get. And it continues a sad, sad performance here for Nova so far. Influence Jamming there, losing some players to Rise Esports. And Rise Esports getting some players knocked down too. They're trading back
You
and
know,
forth.
thank you so
Kayovsky
much
trying to see
for
if he can
the
maybe
Gamma
connect. What a
Power.
beautiful grenade
Thank
there from
you.
Kayovsky. Eliminating
You know,
Rise
such a fucking
Esports.
W, bro.
And
Thank you.
Now, Influence
Making
Jamming with
pizza rolls?
6
Yum.
eliminations.
Haven't
3
had
out of
pizza
those
rolls in a
eliminations
minute.
going for Kayovsky. Great performance here out of him so far.
Oh my god, this is gonna be crazy. Let's see this next circle though. It's gonna go center. It's a donut almost.
And they getting bullied?
Now
Bro,
the
Drippy,
teams
have I
to
missed anything
scramble to get
important
these
besides NA
compounds
getting
locked
dicks?
down in the middle. Furious Gaming going for it, Infinity going for it, Inco looking pretty good too. A lot of
Stop,
teams that are forced to fight
Zeno.
on this northern side here.
You don't have to do that, Zeno.
In a
Thank
kind
you
of
so
a
fucking much
rough
for the
spot in
shiny
this case here
uni
on that northwestern side,
and the
forced to fight
cock
with Influence
for
Chairman
the winner
Knights.
and the 2 hypes.
And
Zeno,
later
you did
on,
not have to
Furious
do that.
Gaming and
Enough is
Aton.
enough, Zeno. And the Leon Lim. Your friendship is enough.
Gaming gonna be able to secure.
Your support and your friendship.
What are they gonna be trying to
Zeno
do
is a
here?
W
Let's
human
end up
being.
seeing they are gonna be able to secure at least this building.
I appreciate you,
Furious Gaming
Zeno.
as well, very close by. Furious Gaming is gonna be having more cover to work with, but they need to be careful too. A lot of those teams might end up crashing on them at some point. Actually, most of the teams are currently towards the north. That's I'm currently looking at it here. Knights, we haven't really heard much about Knights, and that's because only one
It's
player
nothing,
is still
no.
alive.
It means a
and that's
lot
gonna
to
be
me,
Coops.
you
And
know.
we mentioned it earlier too. Team Queso didn't have enough time there to revive the players that ended up getting
I
knocked
really
from the car
appreciate you.
blowing up. But Ayala and Papi Potro are
I appreciate you too,
do their
Pills.
best here with what they've been able to do. And I love that Ayala just took a shot there with the shotgun, letting them know, hey, don't come close to us. You don't want to see that. Meanwhile, Coops, I was talking about the only player alive for Pittsburgh Knights,
Oh, God,
and he's
W,
able to
Zeno.
eliminate Influence Chairman, or at least the last player there from Influence Chairman. Great to see him being able to at least collect some extra points for his team. Milovan.
He's got the moves.
Trying to do the best Macarena as possible as he was getting shot there, trying not to get hit. He might be able to spot somebody here from Team Kessler. He is going to be able to. Is he going to take those shots? Oh, he decides to wait it out.
Yeah, which basically they're 4 alive here. They want to take this fight as late as possible. Well,
I just can't
the
believe
team
this is my
Queso
life, guys.
not losing any members of that team.
Like,
Queso,
I'm so
2
glad,
alive, 2
like-
eliminations at this point. Here's 7. Tom,
Like, I'm
a little bit of
okay.
a pickle as
First
well
and
on the northern
foremost,
side. They have
grateful
to
for
deploy some
PUBG,
smokes.
because if I had never
Try to
been
get into the
introduced to
dip here. They're
PUBG,
forced to
I
move a
would have
little bit as
never
well later.
gotten into streaming.
Extreme
If I never got
Slayers
into
coming on the
streaming,
west
I would have
side,
never
and now
got to
Infinity
Trovo. If I never got
have
to
their
Trovo,
eyes
I
and
never would have
ears
met all of
in
you
their
guys.
direction.
And you guys mean so much to me.
Ton Esports. 3 players alive out of them. Currently 2 eliminations. Furious Gaming, they were able to spot him earlier.
From
Yala trying to see if he can do
PUBG,
anything with that
W
DPS.
shit-ass
It's
game.
Too many people for him to be able to take care of business. Meanwhile, on that elimination feed, you see Coops also getting some knocks, trying to get some extra points for his team, but Extreme Layers, it might have been too much for him. As
You're gonna cry, bro.
Pittsburgh
I'm gonna
Knights
cry. I'm
is
trying my
eliminated.
hardest to hold
That
this shit.
last player keeps getting eliminated, at least causing some extra damage. And we do have a new
Like
circle.
overwhelmed.
And at the moment, I mean, barely Furious Gaming, the only team that's inside the circle. Crazy rotations that we have seen so far today as well. Extreme Slayers, we were talking about them. We're seeing more out of them. We might end up seeing more out of them. Meanwhile, Ton Esports, they're going to be letting some grenades rain in. They're going to let it go. Might as well be now. Send a Texa. Oh, what a nade there from Infinity. They took a little bit too long in regards to a Ton Esports. Infinity being able to capitalize on that and getting those grenade eliminations. Great play there by Infinity.
Yeah, they have to move now though. Circle did go south. Ingo is in there.
I'm
Furious
just
Gaming is in there.
a random
And we have
ass
some big teams here alive. As you see, Infinity, Extreme
girl
Slayers
who
with
decided to
full
stream.
4-man alive too.
But you guys are the real W.
Ingo trying to move
You
and
guys hang
reposition
out
a little
with
bit
me
here. Squasada
and
taking some
support me.
shots. They are
Like, that's
inside
just so
the
crazy to
circle
me.
here. They are looking to be
So
in a
crazy.
position where they're not going to be shot too much by Furious Gaming. Furious Gaming looking good too.
Yo,
Extreme Slayers,
global
though,
top
they're going to be pushing
6
towards
in the
Ingo.
last hour.
And
Let's
this Ingo gonna
fucking
be doing about that.
go.
Infinity's
You
gonna
know
be
the
holding out a little
4
bit in the
Ellie
direction
Regis, 3 stay
of
saves. Thank you so
Extreme
much,
Slayers.
you
There's some
know.
points available there. Milovan with that crazy angle onto the Ingo players. They're gonna have to deploy some smokes, otherwise he's gonna pick them apart.
No, I'm not crying. I'm holding it
Definitely be
in.
able to pick him apart, and that's exactly what he's currently
just
doing. He's trying
feeling
to see
a
if he
little
can maybe get some
overwhelmed.
headshots, just a little bit more, and he might be able to do more damage. But you can see V2K from Inco Gaming trying to get an angle. Milovan needs to be careful. I think he was able to spot that rotation there from B2K, and looks that way just to let him know, hey, I am keeping an eye on you. He is going to be able to spot him, so that's why he's going to continue to just lay down and see what B2K is going to be doing. Here comes the push from B2K. Is he going to be able to get any closer to them? He decides to back off. Fernando getting knocked. Inco Gaming could make it out of this. Stream Slayer,
Bruh.
Muslim Infinity might be
I
able
just
to
got
get an
the
angle on them too.
sweetest
Furious
message.
Gaming, what could
I love you.
have seemed like
Stop
a very,
it right
very
now.
good spot for them. Is starting to
Enough
become
is
very bad.
enough.
They might be able to pick up Fernand there. B2K a lot closer now to those extra players from Furious Gaming.
Stream Slayer's down to 2 now. Infinity still on 3. Ingo managed to get all members up, so they're full 4-man's roster again currently. Utility being used towards Furious Gaming at this point. Now 6 nades in the hands of Brian. Can he make something happen here towards Ingo? More nades coming in from the sides as well. Good nades towards Yayuya and Brian. Yayuya did find one though, that is Baker down.
Smokeable.
Now they're
Zeno.
forced to try to nade
Zeno, no.
towards them.
You don't smoke,
Shots
Zeno.
coming in. That's a great nade
Stop it
there.
now.
Squashada finds both members from Extreme Slayers, and they're taken down in 4th place with only 2 eliminations. Now Milovan continues to ramble down some of these shots and bullets towards them. This is really causing a nuisance for them.
They really are. Meanwhile, Inco Gaming being able to just keep their composure. We've seen Milo Van from Furious Gaming just continuing to make it as hard as possible as he can for that rotation. They're having to fight Infinity. They're having to fight Furious Gaming. Furious Gaming, Trigger getting super, super lucky there that that nade didn't end up hitting him. What's going to be working right now for Furious Gaming is that they do have 4 players. They're the only team with 4 players, but they don't have the circle. Now the circle is going to be going towards Inco Gaming. So that's going to be benefiting them. As I said, that V2K is going to end up getting knocked there by the grenade. And Middlevan continues to hold this angle. It's been working out for him. Fernand, he's going to be able to spot some players here from Infinity. Can he cause any damage? And now Inco Gaming find themselves in even more trouble as everybody's currently looking at them from Infinity, also from Furious Gaming. Fernand being able to spot some of the Infinity players there, not being able to really cause that much damage, but at least trying to make that rotation a little bit
No,
harder.
I'm not
Middlevan
ready
is
for
gonna
it.
be
I'm
making that
not
push
opening it
button,
right now, not while I'm
rotating out of the
streaming,
top
because
of
that will
room,
like
getting
push
some
me over the
angles here.
fucking
That's
edge.
exactly what he's going to be doing. I'm loving the play that I'm seeing here out of Middlevan, getting those angles for his team and allowing them to push up, even getting some damage to being able to knock some players there from Infinity. Furious Gaming looking very, very
Furious
strong right
Gaming,
now.
great spot here. Infinity and Ingo both down to 1 member. The rest are not looking likely at this point here. Maybe Ingos could be happening. We'll see. We'll follow that closely now. Good utility there onto Lux, down to just 1 HP. Will he be spotted? Oh, he's going to be able to heal up with the bandages at this point here. Shot spinning coming out. Now Furious Gaming in a 4 versus 2 versus Ingo. 10 eliminations for them, 5 for Ingo. Shots coming on to Guasada, and that is actually a fantastic push for Furious Gaming. And they're going to close out the chicken dinner with that amazing push there, 7. What a game for them. Super well executed here by Furious Gaming.